We have certainly had our fair share of memorable moments on stream over the years, especially here in the Hunter Classic. But this one is up there with the absolute best of them. Ever since getting our 200 whitetail back in May of 2022, our primary goal has been to get a 400 plus Roosevelt elk to put on our Trophy Lodge wall. This stream, like many others, we were headed out into the mountains of Red Feather Falls looking for exactly that. We had just picked up a max wood estimate Roosevelt elk track and gotten a call that didn't seem to have anything to do with it, but we decided to bring it in just in case. That is where things get interesting. Just in case we got a spot. That one, I'm not worried about that. This one. If he goes up to like 480 or something, it's just useful so then, like, now we know. We spotted every elk that we could see, and after determining none of them had left the track that we picked up, went ahead and took out one of the bulls. Immediately, I realized there were other ones down on the right responding to the call as well, and as we brought those in, that's when things truly got wild. Oh my god, that might be a 400. That's gotta be. Oh no! How did it spook that fast? I don't have anything loaded. That's a 400. I swear that's a 400. Could that be the one that we had the track of? That thing was huge. Why did he flee that fast? I wasn't even looking at the... Was I just crouching along? No, I had to be crawling. We were calling in that... What happened? Like, I was watching the chat and I just looked over and saw him, but why did he flee? There was no denying that was one of the biggest frames I had ever laid eyes on, so we immediately got on the trail and began to follow the tracks. Luckily for us, he wasn't too far away and headed back down the hill. That's him. Oh my goodness. Wow. He's only 365 to 410. Is he gonna fall short? He has a sticker which could cost us. Oh, he's got a bunch of stickers on his back tines. Please just tell me he should be like 440 and he's got stickers and he's gonna be like 408. Please, he's small. One sticker. Two stickers. Three stickers. Shortish time there. That frame is huge though. Alright, we gotta get around through and we'll go and find out. Just make it. Just please make it. His frame is like 4 feet across at least. I will check his sheet. Appreciate it. Stickers ruined him. I'm gonna cry if it does. Just make it. I'm like, to me, when I look at that, that's a 420 or 430 frame. He has room for deductions, but I don't know if he has enough room for... What is that? 8 inches of stickers, and on top of that, whatever deductions he's gonna have. Back tines are good length. On one side. I don't know. Just make it. I'm gonna cross my fingers. Gonna say 392, 380. He's bigger than that. 389, 404, 430 gross, 390 net. Boy, would that suck. I'm gonna say 400.12. Crossing my fingers. Yes! 401. Let's go. 400 bull. To the lodge. What am I going to do with my life? It's been my goal for so long. I haven't killed a 400 elk since I killed 2 in the same hunt in 2016 or something. That's awesome. Almost didn't stream tonight. As I mentioned there, I nearly didn't even stream that night because I was having issues with my PC and I got behind schedule in trying to prep content to travel to Georgia. Fortunately, things went pretty well and I was able to get the stream going and able to take down this guy. I was right, he does have 2 stickers off the back tines. Big ol' sticker there, big ol' sticker there. Short backs on the left. This tine is short. A little bit, I think. I was gonna say 402, but wasn't fast enough. So the estimate was what made me think he was actually going to make it. When he only went up to 410, to me that said, like, he's got to be a really high score, and it's giving me a low roll on the estimate. 426. Whew. That's a big boy. Our biggest one ever was 419. I don't know what his sub was. Did you say you were coming over here, K-Dog? As I got the trophy shot set up, more and more viewers joined us, and the lighting ended up getting so much better, and it produced one of my favorite trophy shots we have ever had. Okay, if Papa draws back. Draw back, Jay. Oh no! Greater let his bow down. There it is. I think that's going to be officially the trophy shot. That's cool. That actually looks sweet. I like it. I don't think I'm going to do any filters. I think we're going to call that good. Now, I had no intention of shooting another elk in this video, but just as we walked around here and told a bit of the story, this guy bugled and came in. So, might as well take him with the very same gun, the Camo 30-06 that we took our 400 with. And we're going to jump into the Trophy Lodge and talk a little bit about the score sheet and how all that stuff works, plus a couple of kind of cool things that happened just in the process of trying to get them. So 7 full years after getting our first two 400 elk from the same stand on White Hart Island back pre-Trophy Lodges, we finally have a 400 bull that we can put in the lodge, a 401.2207. A couple of things that I just found funny. I mentioned the frame size. Just please make it. His frame is like 4 feet across at least. The exact spread credit, 49.0157 inches, just over, which I just thought was funny that it worked out that way. And I also mentioned the frame relative to subtotal. I'm like, to me, when I look at that, that's a 420 or 430 frame. He has room for deductions. The subtotal of this bull was 426. And I do want to talk about the score sheet and actually how elk scoring works, because I learned a bit from posting this in the official The Hunter Discord. A couple people in the classic community helped me out to understand like how the score sheet works, because it's a little bit weird and it doesn't necessarily show what it does really well. And I thought that was super interesting. So we're going to look in the top right section of this score sheet. We have crown points and we have abnormals. Now, I don't know why it says total is 0. That's one of the things that's very confusing. But the crown points, any sticker behind the crown tine is actually added onto your score. And of course, abnormals are deducted. So we're standing up here in the lodge, and it's going to be a little bit hard to see it. But if we zoom in there, you can kind of see there are 2 points back there with the back tines, as everybody calls them. Those are the crown points that are being added to our score. Now again, the score sheet doesn't do a great job of showing what's happening, but essentially what we have is a 426 subtotal, 20 inches of deductions not counting the abnormals, 12 inches of abnormal deduction leaves us at 394, but then the 7.5 inches of crown points, those stickers up there, the back tines, brings us to 401. Without those two stickers, we're looking at a giant 390s bull. Huge frame, 420 plus if everything's even, and he could have ended up being sub 400 if not for those. I just thought that was really interesting. I had no idea that's how elk scoring worked in the Hunter Classic, and I'm really glad it does, because that is an amazing looking bull, and it would have been a shame for him to end up sub 400, but we've accomplished so many things, even just in the last couple years, like milestone trophies that I really wanted to get. Obviously the 400 elk, we had our 200 typical whitetail 2 years ago that I mentioned in the intro. Lately we've actually killed 2 70 scoring turkeys. Those were kind of milestone kills that I always wanted as well. It's been so cool to finally cross some of those off the list and put them in this amazing new Texas lodge. And I can't wait to see what the next thing is. I think I've got 2 kind of primary goals. One is a 400 plus non-tip mule deer. And I realized in killing that 400 elk, the tree stand editing that I'm going to be doing in the future is going to be from Timber Gold Trail. So that should be really interesting to see what we get. The other though, I think I want a 650 plus reindeer. We've got in here a 621 and a 604, I believe he is. It would be really cool to have a 650 plus, like a real giant reindeer. That'll probably be for down the road, but no doubt there's going to be some Hemidol content coming soon. But it's just so nice to finally get that one off the list. And Like I said, just the circumstances around it, we definitely lucked out, but I guess that's what it takes to get a 400 elk anyway. On that note though, that is going to do it for this video, so as always, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for sticking with me on this super long journey, 7+ years, to get a 400+ Rosie for the lodge, and I'll see you next time.